Hey, what's up, folks? How's everyone doing? Welcome to the stream. Gonna be doing some more calculation training today, like we've been doing from Aagaard's homework club that they posted on Chessbase India. Same problems that Shanklin's been solving. And yeah, I'm just trying to do some training because I got a tournament in a little bit over a month. I'm gonna be playing Vegas Open, and yeah. Hey, John Hartman, how's it going? Yeah, just trying to get some OTB training in as much as I can. I did a little bit of studying earlier today, which was awesome, like reading with like a book and stuff. That was very enjoyable. Don't get to do that too much. Now we're going to be working on our calculation. Hey, Ryan Blunder, thanks for subscribing. Tier 1. Welcome to the channel. New sub. Nice. Thanks for being here. So yeah. Yeah, they had this article that I'll post in the chat. I think it came out a little while ago, but they like reposted it because Sam did really well at the World Cup. Where it has some like, yeah, just some problems from their Killer Homework Club. I know, John, you're a part of it, so you get to do this every week, which is fun. And then we'll be watching. After we solve it, I'm gonna spend like 15 minutes per problem. We'll watch the solution here that they went over on YouTube. But first we gotta think about it. We gotta spend some time calculating. Yeah, these have been tough. Let me finish setting up the first one. Actually, there is a queen on g4, and I think that's everything. And it's white to play here. As usual, we don't know white to play and win, get a big advantage, save the position. Part of the puzzle is just trying to figure out what we're playing for. But pretty much all the puzzles, there's been something concrete to find. Not that they're all necessarily tactical, there are some strategic ones as well, but yeah, the solutions tend to be pretty forcing. Nice 0, nice. Yeah, I think this is it. So I'm gonna give myself 15 minutes. I'm gonna minimize chat so you guys can discuss on your own. And I will see you guys soon. Obviously, if anyone comes in here, wants to know what we're doing, just let them know. We're just doing some OTB training, and it's quiet time. Okay, I'll see you guys soon. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, guys. This one's pretty tough. Yeah, can't say I found anything super clear, but maybe. No, it's really tough. It's really tough. Yeah, so I was mainly looking at FE6 here because this just felt like very critical move. I tried other stuff, yeah, like bishop g5 takes, queen c5 check, and then queen e7 looked not good. And then queen h4 just takes queen g5. And then I looked at a lot of these like bishop moves, but all these moves feels like just run into bishop c5. And okay, for example, if takes king h1, like sometimes this will win back material, but black just has bishop takes e5 and feels very bad. So bishop f2, also bishop c5, I thought. Um, or maybe even just queen takes e5 here, actually, I think is a big problem. And then bishop f4 I liked, but then I realized bishop c5 check, king h1, black can castle. Or, okay, black is supposed to be able to castle. And then bishop takes h6, queen takes e5. How come I can't turn on castling rights? That's weird. So yeah, so I kind of focused on f takes e6 because like, yeah, it just seems very forcing. Then of course queen takes, and then here I feel like the toughest defense is queen g5. I'm not fully sure what I want to do on this one. But other lines I thought were important. If takes, bishop e7, we give check, king f7, and then you could take the rook here, but then bishop takes e4, so I think rook f1 is a lot cleaner. And yeah, should be good for white. If king g6, queen f5, if bishop f6, queen d7 check. And white's getting the piece back at least with really good position. Also, maybe we can just take the rook on bishop f6. Yeah, so that looked fine for white. And then any move like bishop e7 or bishop c5, I was thinking just queen takes g7, and then everything is lost, and minimum we get the piece back and what looked like really good position. Okay, but main problem is this queen g5 move. So this is where I really was struggling, because like takes, rook d7. If this one, then queen e6, uh, bishop e7, and then I was very happy to find this move, h4, where black's queen is hit, bishop on e7 is hanging, black has to give check, and then I think black just has, yeah, no defense here, because this is still a threat, so queen c5, and then like rook c7, for example, looked devastating. But the problem was on rook d7, black can go bishop e7. Here, yeah, I just couldn't quite make it work. So I tried some different stuff here, but nothing really works, I think. Like queen f3 check. I think I want to say king e8 here. And yeah, it feels like white's not really in time. Black is starting to take, give queen c1 check. Doesn't look like white was winning this one. And then e6, I think I thought king g6. Yeah, couldn't find anything here for white either. Like we can, no, queen f5 doesn't even win anything back, just king f6, and black keeps the extra piece. But in the endgame, even if we did win the piece back, it's not so obvious that would be enough. Okay, so rook d7, bishop e7, I think I just couldn't find anything there. I also looked at rook f1, but then king e7, and I tried this move, queen c8, queen takes e5, and this is the one where I feel like maybe it is working because black is really badly developed here. So something like this check, king d6 we have here, and bishop h3, which wins the queen. King e6, and there's bishop h3, so like king e8 feels like only move. And yeah, then I looked at queen f7 here, king d8, rook d1, bishop d6, and I was like, I don't know if this is working. Yeah, this was posted publicly. So yeah, I can take this one actually. I'm not sure I fully investigated this move. King e7, go back. I mean, if white has at least a draw here, then I feel like it is still worth going for. And yeah, maybe we can find more than a draw somehow. Because black's position, I mean, the king is just stuck in the center. The problem is we can never play bishop h3 unless it's with tempo, so then bishop takes e4 is going to be a problem. But yeah, something like this and rook d1 just looks horrific for black. Yeah, I'm not sure why I struggle to evaluate this so much, but I think this is, I feel like it's good for white. So, okay, I think that's my answer. I mean, fe6. It's the thing I spent the most time calculating, so I feel like I have to go with it. Nothing else even feels like a solution. Takes king h1, queen g5. We take on f7, and then rook f1, I think, is the main move. Here, of course, there's mate and king g6. There's queen e6, king h5, bishop f3 is game over. So king e7, I think, has to be best defense. And yeah, queen c8 looks like we have at least a draw here with white. So I was happy with this. Oh yeah, I also looked at e6 here, but like with the kind of funny idea of king g8, then we just trade queens and go for the endgame, and black has no defense to e7. So I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. But king g6, I think, was an issue for me. Although I'm realizing now, actually, I kind of miscalculated this one. I thought I could go here, and then... Oh, right. Yeah, I don't think it's working for white. Let's say king takes rook d8. I think just king f6 back, and I think black can defend this one. Yeah, so this one I don't like. All right. Well, let's take a look at the solution. Hopefully we at least got some of it right. Always a bummer when you just miss the idea completely. But let's see. I'm gonna switch to the video here. I'm gonna mute my mic just because there's gonna be an echo, and yeah, then we'll discuss afterwards.
But there's been one or two exceptions where it's so obviously that there's a right move, and then afterwards you can analyze very deeply and see if black plays all these fantastic moves. Okay, so Boris, a good friend, he submitted a few games for our Christmas camp, and something went wrong in my accepting them. That I said thank you, and then I never looked at them. So I put some in the homework instead, and this is the first one.
So here I thought we have to take on e6. I mean,
very tempting, right?
It's kind of hard to see another sensible move.
Yeah, in the game, bishop f4 was played, and after queen b3, it was I think already better for black, but the game was drawn. So here must take, check.
Yeah, so now there's bishop e7 or queen g5.
So bishop e7. Okay, this is not even in my notes.
But it's true. Well, it made sense. I mean, basically the way I saw it is white's about to play e7 and give mate, so black has to do something to stop that. Here, there's just checks and captures all the way through. ef7, king f7, rook f1, king e8, queen c8, bishop d8, queen e6, bishop e7, queen c6. No, queen e6 first. And then bishop e7, queen c6, and rook d1 and mate.
Stupid program.
Okay, and then check and rook d1 is mate. So that one was just checks and captures all the way through. Yeah. So queen g5 had to be the move, and I actually really struggled to break it down. I'm not sure I found something that convincing, but so
the way it counts is here. If you wanted to take an e6 but you didn't see queen g5, you got 50%. If you saw queen g5, you got 75, and if you saw the win here, you got 100%.
Okay, so I probably got 75 because I didn't find something that convincing. I thought we take on
was easy enough.
Yeah, so queen d7 check now.
Yeah, that's not right.
Okay, so I get 75%.
It's a big advantage, but
that's what I thought. I mean, I didn't see like a direct win, but it felt like black's position was sort of rancid.
Queen f3 is direct win.
Tom says rook f1, but then there is king e7, and I couldn't.
Rook f1 feels natural, it says, but here actually this is a worse version than with the rook on d1.
Yeah.
So here is so Sam's version was better than this, but here queen f3 exists.
So I saw this. But
first line to see is this one.
Yeah.
Here.
But king g6.
King g6, not even in my note.
This is where I struggled. I couldn't find a win.
h4.
And queen h5.
That feels like it must be made.
How?
Yeah, that's a good question. Maybe queen b3.
After h4, you play queen b3, and then queen e5 or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Kushal wants bishop h3, which is also very natural. But let's stop and actually look here. We are speeding ahead, so let's use our be quiet, let everyone have a chance.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, I don't, but so in the chat there's a suggestion of rook f1. I don't see the mate after bishop g8, but maybe just queen takes f8.
Rook f1 there is h5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, h5 I think is generally black's next move. This is where I got stuck after queen f3.
I'm also thinking queen takes e5 is a very relevant move here.
But I'm pretty sure I see a win now, so I'm realizing what I missed.
Could it be bishop h3, h5, bishop f5, king h6, h4, queen e7, then rook d6?
That's what I was
that's-
thinking, yeah.
That's g6 there, right?
And then my thought was queen f4 check, king g7, rook d7, gf5, queen g5 check. And then if king f7, there is queen f6 check and white wins.
So let's try this.
Yeah, I missed this, just bishop h5 and then h4. Somehow I think I stopped calculating at this point, and here rook d6.
Turn the computer on in a few seconds to see how right this is. But okay, here rook d7.
Actually, though, after rook d6, yeah, and if queen d6, there is queen f4, right? Yeah, makes sense. So yeah, no, Shahal, my point here was if gf5, I have queen g5 check, not rook e7.
So there's in this line we had here Sam wanted to do here, but even take on e7 and ef5 should be very strong.
Yeah.
But here it's maybe worth pointing out that this is much easier win.
Yeah, no, I don't know, I goofed on this queen f3, king g6. No.
I'll deduct 25 points.
Okay, fair enough. Did anybody else have this whole king g6 business when they solved it correctly?
Nobody had king g6.
Okay.
All right, guys, there you have it. Bishop h3, bishop f5. Yeah, let's check what we might have missed. I guess we also got 75%. So yeah, rook f1. Okay, this engine says king e8, but I don't think we trust this engine. So queen takes e5, queen b7. Yeah, this one queen b8, so king e8. I think I wanted this check. This check. The queen on c8. And I think I wanted rook d1 here, but rook d1 loses the advantage after bishop takes e4. Black actually manages to survive here. So what do we need to see to make this work? Engine loves just repeating and then not saying anything. Okay, queen a8 probably, take the a pawn. That makes sense. And now, oh, I see, putting the queen on b7 to defend e4 and then transferring the rook. So there's no bishop takes e4. And yeah, white gets a big advantage here. But game is still far from over. This would need to be converted. Whoops. This time at least I recognize my mistake. Yes, anyway, it's not completely over, but it's good enough. So best was, so here in our line, what I wanted was here rook d1, but then there's bishop takes e4. That's the problem. So instead, queen f3, which I did also look at as well. I thought king e8. I actually thought king g6, bishop h3. I thought this was over. I didn't really see h5 was like a serious defense, but it is. And then white has to find this line like they showed in the game. Otherwise, white is worse, and then something like this or that. But yeah, I thought king e8. I think I looked at queen d3, just like bishop e7, but I guess I just didn't really visualize this far enough. Okay, f4, h4 here is pretty nice. Queen h5, and okay, black is getting mated. Yeah, it feels like I could have worked this one out. Queen e7 though. Okay, white has to find only move queen c4. That's pretty tough. Takes. This check. And it's actually very similar to the line. Yeah, we basically just transposed to the other line. So it's actually kind of, okay, kind of the same thing. So I don't think queen f3 is actually the only move here. I think, feels like rook f1. Oh, the problem with rook f1 is king e8, this engine was showing. And then somehow white's not winning here. Black is able to defend. So this is the issue with rook f1. King e7, queen c8, I think is pretty good. Okay, let's do the next one. I think only two more, unfortunately, but these are pretty tough. Let me set it up on my board too. Okay. Make sure. This is again white to play. All right, 15 minutes. See you guys soon. Okay. Okay, 2 more minutes. All right, let's call it. Okay, interesting position. Yeah, I was looking at these knight moves exactly. Um, so yeah, I decided on knight d4 here. Mainly because knight takes f4, rook takes f4. This was unconvincing. Didn't really find anything great here. So knight d4. I think the main variation goes takes, takes, bishop g7, let's say. I don't know if this is right. I was thinking we just take twice, maybe e d5 here, but let's say take, king takes, queen d4 check. And to me, this looked pretty nice for white, like king g8, queen e5. And then if rook c8, for example, then like take, and we take on e6. I don't know, something like this. Knight takes d5. I felt like this is a winning position for white. Not sure if this is the best, but that was my thinking. If king g6, then like e takes d5. Looked very promising. Although maybe queen e5 here is also good. Wasn't 100% sure because there's like always queen takes h4 check, but to me it looked like these checks were usually going to run out. And then this is hanging, and rook g7 seems like a big threat, and etc. Yeah, Adam, I mean, this is, of course, I think the principal line because, like, okay, I understand bishop c8 is a move, and I looked at that as well, but I feel like if you're going to sack a piece, first you have to understand whether they can take or not. So to me, this looked like the main variation. Bishop c8, yeah, I also checked. I thought knight takes d5. And then if knight takes, rook takes f7. And then black still can't take on d4. And then if bishop takes b7, I thought this was a nice line. cb, rook b8, and then knight c6. And if queen d7 pinning us, we have knight takes e5, takes, knight takes f7. I thought that was a bit tall-esque. And then if queen e8, I thought take here anyway, queen takes, and bishop d4 wins the queen. So yeah, bishop c8, knight takes d5. I looked a little bit here. I mean, there's also black can try this one, but it looks even worse now because we can take and take on c7. And yeah, knight d5, rook f7. Couldn't really see a move here for black. We won the exchange, threatening the knight. This looks pretty good. Maybe bishop b4 check, but you know, actually bishop b4 might be kind of annoying. This I definitely didn't see. But maybe we're still ahead after this. Well, I don't know. Takes queen g8. So all of a sudden this just got very, very unclear. Knight takes d5. Takes, bishop b4 check. Maybe we could take it. Do something like this, but I don't know. This is really, really hard to evaluate at a glance. So something here is not adding up. Knight takes d5. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. Maybe we have something else we can do then. I think if we take the knight, then bishop takes b7. And I mean, here might still be good for white, but we're down the exchange, and then potentially more. Rook b1 coming. This position doesn't look so clear. Queen takes d5. Yeah. So I don't know. Something weird. Kind of missing something here. I guess we'll see. Yeah. But yeah, to me it still felt like, okay, this line, I'm still like not 100% clear that this all is good, but it just looked very, very promising. And something has to be good here. All right, let's take a look at the solution. Let's see what they said.
So this one I thought e takes d5 was very.
Ooh.
Have I been Jakobed?
Candidates, Sam. Yeah. Everyone else, be quiet. He can see the chat. Don't say anything.
I mean, I checked a lot of different moves here and didn't find anything I liked. I mean, my guess is if you're claiming candidates, you're guessing that I didn't see knight d4 or something like that, but I did.
Why the worst place piece come here? Why you don't play this move?
Bishop c8.
Bishop c8. Let's see where we are here. What do you say? Bishop c8. What do you say, guys?
I thought this was completely unclear. For example, like here I was trying to make this work. I calculated a line, knight takes d5, and then bishop takes b7, c takes b7, rook b8, knight c6, queen e8, and I thought this is just complete mess, and I have no idea what's going on.
My notes just say d5.
And if rook g7?
You take it, I guess.
And bishop takes g7? I mean, d5 is hanging, b7 is hanging.
Maybe queen a5?
And then if I play bishop b7 and he takes d4, can I possibly be worse there?
Queen takes c7. Then you have rook b8, okay.
Or d takes c3? I mean, it's just, I thought totally unclear here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I thought if you were going to play this way, you should at least go knight takes d5, but I couldn't quite make it work.
If we play knight e6?
I'll take, like,
the forward-looking move. So only knight takes is critical, right?
Well, okay, you can play bishop e6, d e6, queen d3, for example. It's not totally stupid. I mean, it just feels like a giant mess every way you slice it.
Queen d3, knight e4. That looks very convincing.
Knight takes e6. I mean, like, it's King's Indian. I'm sure there's going to be something.
Maybe. c7 rook d8.
Okay, but like c7, even knight takes c7, rook c7, queen f3. You're rapidly running out of pawns. Your king is wide open.
No, come on. Something like queen c4. You're totally going to be mated there.
Me or you? Rook d8. I think you're the one getting mated.
Knight d6.
Queen h1, f3. You have to go king like e3, bishop h6. I think I'm going to mate you, not the other way. I don't know. What we're telling me. Oh, I messed up because I didn't see that.
So just to be fair to people, we are looking at
this line: 94, 96, c7, and then I don't know if I have to take that, but let's suppose I do, and queen takes f3. Is this so?
I was
clear?
saying here and here and here, and you were saying check.
Sure.
And here,
F3 check.
yeah, and here, and check.
And king queen b1 check, and then
I was thinking I'm going all the way.
okay. I'm sure you all calculated this from the start.
I saw it. I don't know if you did.
No, I didn't. Queen b2
White,
check.
if white has to go for this, it cannot be convincing.
So what after queen b2 check here?
I guess I'm continuing up the road. Why not?
Okay, but like rook d6, bishop f8.
My friends are telling me this is a good move.
Ah, that's a good move. Yes. We'll go queen h2. Are you sure that wins? Queen h2 for bishop d4.
King e6 check.
Oh, it's check.
King g8, king e7 check. No, we need this on the board here.
Oh shit.
We need this on the board here. I'm enjoying this too much. Check. Check. Ooh, mate.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Very nice. Charge the king to e7. Very clean variation, Jakob. I don't know. I was after bishop c8. I thought this was like super unclear. I mean, I thought you should play knight takes d5, not e takes d5. But even that was also very messy.
So here after take, and you say here.
I mean, this was one move. I mean, what black also could have.
Apparently, my machine says this is very strong.
Is that only move according to the machine?
No, queen b4 also good, but knight e4.
So what happens after e4 now? Hang on, but what happens now after e4?
So this was after knight takes e6. Let me.
Yeah, because here after queen a5, e4, and rook d8 is coming.
This variation here was totally clear, all the way, plus 7-8.
The one that we went through?
Yeah, you never had anything.
Okay.
Let me just check if that statement isn't a bit exaggerated. No. I beat you fair and square. King e5 only move.
Okay.
And
fair game. Fair deal.
King e7 is made.
You can see why I didn't think this was so clear when I was calculating during the game, right?
Nah.
All right. Oh, Tom had a nice line there. That's nice. But okay.
So what's the line?
So the line he was giving was after bishop e6 here, d e6, queen d3.
Sorry.
And then queen d3. He was giving the line queen a5, and I thought this was bad on account of e4. Or he was saying queen a5 instead of knight e4, and I thought this was bad on account of e4. Knight takes e4, and then rook d8. And he's pointing out queen d2 because of bishop c3, queen c3 is check. Which I think is nice.
I think here it gave me like 100 winning variations, so it's also a feeling. Like,
okay.
How do you believe things are here? So we were talking about this line also.
Yeah, this I also thought was not clear at all.
And here, yeah, this apparently is the move.
Is that only move?
Well, also queen b4, but you can see what you're heading for here.
Okay, so bishop e6.
Okay, but c7, you have no threats.
Not yet, but I mean, if I start with like rook c8, now I'm threatening bishop c4. If you play rook b8, maybe e4. I don't know. I mean, or queen f3. Strikes me as crazy unclear. I'm interested to see why my move is wrong. I mean, that's like, I understand this is probably, the computer will say this is winning, but if I'm more interested in seeing like why was e takes d5 wrong, because this I thought was.
Yeah, so here this is crazy unclear, yes, because I got something wrong here in this position. White to play and win. Not
just rook g7 and queen e5.
That's why you give the students a chance then.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yes.
Even this, how clear is this? Pretty clear, yeah.
Pretty clear, because
you cannot play rook e8.
You cannot play rook e8, which is the whole point.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to the game where ed5 was played.
Okay.
And here knight d5.
And queen e4.
Queen e4, and there it's very important. Here, black played bishop g7, and after rook
Rook
g5 was
G7.
played in the game, was
Bishop G7, I thought Rook G7 was winning.
this is also very strong. Yes, it's not
Bishop
winning,
D4.
but it's very strong.
Okay.
But here black should take, and here project the e5 pawn and
Oh,
coming in.
oh, you're gonna laugh at me. I get it.
Yes, I am. What did
No,
you
no, no.
think?
I thought after knight c3 I win with queen e5, and I'm realizing I missed bishop g7, rook g7, queen d1 mate.
Ah,
This is what I missed. Yeah, because I thought that here after knight c3, queen e5, black is dead, but I missed queen d1 mate.
so Aracho was saying Sam is flexing his 2,700 plus muscles. Yes,
Missing mate in one at some point is not the best, but
overthinking. I agree.
it's overthinking. I mean,
Overthinking, underperforming. We're
all
gonna
right.
have to dock your point here, Sam.
You know, I mean, I got this wrong, fine, but it's okay.
Okay, fine.
Okay then. Well, there you have it. Oh, and I think Sam missed the trick that we found. And this line, he was saying knight d5 takes rook b8, knight c6, queen e8. But thought knight takes e5 was good here. Maybe we missed something, but I don't see it because we want to take the queen, take on f7. Okay, let's check. Oh, it's not good. Man, he has rook g7. Huh. So let's go back. So here, yeah, knight d5, rook f7, bishop b4. Yeah, we snuffed this one out. Rook gg7, and white has a draw. So there was something off about that one. But e d5, yeah, definitely didn't. I didn't really consider this too deeply. Bishop g7, knight e6, and then all the lines they were looking at. But yeah, definitely not a clear position. I agree with Sam. This was far from an obvious solution. I think what happens is, you know, they focus on these lines. I mean, they didn't even go over this one, which was funny because I thought this was pretty there's some details here that had to be found. Oh, I'm seeing the engine says now bishop takes g7. So this was the cleanest. Takes and queen d4. Oh, and then black can't defend anything. So yeah, we missed this point. I thought rook takes g7 and then e d5 here, or taking this one. Queen d4 check. Yeah, white's better here, but it's not obvious. E takes d5. Takes this one maybe. Takes this one. Oh, here just knight d5 and okay, white is good. Yeah, so white is better here, but yeah, this was much cleaner. Bishop takes and then queen d4. That's done. So yeah, I feel like the main point is nice and easy to calculate, but then the sidelines, like I think Sam's right. Like that would be insane to see all this. Yeah, rook g7 I think was his main move. Takes, knight e6. Then takes, queen d3. And yeah, then you have to find queen a5 here from white and like queen c7. I mean, that's tough. Okay, good one though. Good one. Let's go to last one, guys. Last one in this series. and then we'll have to figure out what else we can calculate for the future. Let's clear the board. Okay, this one, here, pawn, here. Benoni. So white to play, 15 minutes. Work on b8. Anything else I think is good. All right, guys, gonna see you all in about 15. Good luck, everybody. Okay, guys, I think I'm set actually. Feel like I've made up my mind. So what did you guys think? Yeah, I went with G4. Actually, just looks very good. Like G4, um, Bishop D7, Bishop D3, Queen F6. I thought Knight E4 here, because Queen B2, there's minimum Rook B1 and like Bishop C3, Knight takes D6 stuff. So I think taking on B2 is extremely dangerous. And if Queen E7, then F4 here. Just look super nice. Like take Bishop takes, and yeah, Bishop D4 check. I don't know, King H1, and Knight can come out to G2 at some point, or F3. So this just felt like big advantage. Maybe black can take, go Bishop E5. This takes, there's Queen H4 stuff. But I feel like I was looking at this and like even takes and Knight F3, I think. This just looks very, very nice for white. Like pieces look good, and Knight on C7 in this position, I think is very bad. Now like kingside is opening up, and yeah, it feels like our pieces are better. We just got to get our rook to E1 and it should be good. So I don't know, maybe I misevaluated this, totally possible. I also thought like F5 here, but Queen C2, Rook F8, and then Knight G2, and there's no way for black to get everything off of the diagonal before Knight E3 comes. So this looked pretty painful for black. So yeah, after seeing this, it was hard to really look at much else. The first move I started with actually was Knight A4. I thought, because a lot of times in these positions you do want to play this move, stop black from playing B6. And then I thought about it either right away or after throwing in Bishop H5. I couldn't really decide here. I've ultimately just felt like, you know, let's say black plays Knight F6 here. We go Knight B6. Like black can even go Knight A8. Like it's not that bad, I think. And yeah, I just don't see how white keeps the blockade here. Knight A4, just knight goes back, or B6 even, B5, you know, typical break. So yeah, I felt like at best white's just getting like a small advantage here, but G4, this just looked really nice. Yeah, beyond repute, I think it depends on whether you want to play OTB or not. Like I'm specific. I mean I like using the board. I feel like it feels nice to move the, you know, wooden pieces around, but mainly it's just because you know, I think if you're playing over the board, you should be practicing over the board versus like, yeah, staring at the screen for 10-15 minutes. But I also just enjoy it, like being able to move the pieces around. I don't know. You know, I'm on the computer all day, right, clicking the mouse. So it's not that fun. But moving like wooden pieces on a wooden board, they're kind of heavy. They make funny sounds when you slam them. That's fun. Feels nice. Okay, let's check out the solution. Yeah, most people find it different to calculate online versus OTB. All right, here we go. Gonna mute myself.
Finally, okay, this one I don't think is not so
Just
tricky,
G4.
mainly because there's a number of decent ways to play. So
No, what do you mean a number? G4 is the move.
G4, yeah, I didn't. Some people wanted to play this before the G4.
No, the bishop goes to D3.
Yes, so G4. Okay, I have not much choice here. I must go back.
And bishop D3, and it's like horrible for black.
Okay, let's say I have different options here. Let's say I play here.
I don't know, knight G2 or something. I mean, look, knight G2, there's queen D4, but like, I mean, don't know. I mean, I just kicked the bishop back to D7. The knight on H7 has no squares. Our pieces are better. Like, I mean, it's just, this is the move we like.
This is the way to play.
Sure.
Bring everyone in. Knight F3 and
Yes.
here we're not even momentum. We're just, we're improving our position with momentum, but we're just bringing in the pieces.
No, this one I thought was incredibly straightforward.
Yeah, it is not a terribly difficult exercise. So also here, if black plays F5, we have a number of ways to play. Queen C2 is good. So knight E2.
My plan was knight G2.
And plan was knight G2. Let's see if we have to deduct or anything. Probably not. Knight G2 is fine. Knight E3. So didn't Sam just score 10? No,
I got a quarter of a point off for this one with queen E3 to G5 because because I saw more than everybody else, so I rejected.
No, not everyone. Not everyone.
Okay. But
so different things.
But yeah, look, I got 9.75 is what it seems, including one missed maiden one. So Doug, you and I are in good company on that.
So I've been asked to show the statistics. Okay, so this is the statistics without Sam because I didn't know his score. So here, let me see. A little bit bigger. Otherwise, how are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I messed myself up at the gym yesterday a little bit. Nothing too serious, but
you were allowed to leave the house.
I mean,
that's quite nice.
Sort of.
Okay, I should grade myself. I haven't been keeping track how many I got right, but let's just quickly check this one first. The queen f6. So yeah, actually I totally missed this idea, just queen c2 and immediate f4. This is very strong. Indeed. I wonder if my line was no good then. Knight e4. Queen e7, f4. Okay, looks like this is also good for white. But I don't know how strong this engine is really going to be in this position. Oh yeah, f5 was also a move I looked at here. And if we take... Oh, fe4, right. Take on f5 first. Bishop takes f5. Oh, then we'd have to move the knight. Not sure I saw all this. Okay, but white is better. Yeah, so how many did we get right? Let me just see. I didn't really keep track, but I think I can kind of remember. The first one I missed, second one I got. One, I think half credit, 2.5, 3.5, missed number 6. I got number 7, but only because of Ray's help. Ray Robson was here helping. So I don't think I really solved that one on my own. So I'll say I get maybe a quarter for that. Wait, so how many was it? I think 3.5. 0.75, 4.75, 5.75. I got 75% on this one, so 6.5. Number 11, I got right, but I didn't get it fully right. I'll say half credit. So 7, and then I guess we got this one. 8? I feel like 8 is generous, but I feel like I got 8 points. Okay, 8 is probably pretty generous. Maybe it was 7. I think this is just an estimate. I don't think this is real. I think these ratings are inflated, actually. Like, yeah, I don't even understand the two numbers. But I don't think this is like, oh, if you get 3, that means you're 2250 strength. I mean, I think that's really hard to judge anyway. I think it's all for fun. Hey, BitColin, thanks. I'll be playing in Vegas again in about a month, so hopefully, hopefully do better this time. Okay, but I feel like yeah, we did not too bad. Mainly, it was just good to train. But yeah, I think that'll wrap it up for this stream. Yeah, just fun to do a little bit of over the board work. I'm gonna try to keep doing this as often as I can. And yeah, we'll keep training, guys. Let me plug some stuff. We have a couple of big events this Sunday that you guys should join. We have our big big match, Europe versus North America. That's going to be Sunday, 12:30. If you want to sign up for that, all the details are in Discord, schedule of events channel. And then we also have a sub battle with Anna Rudolph, good friend of ours. And we only have 7 boards available for that sub battle. So make sure to register and sign up if you'd like to play. That's going to be Sunday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time, 3+2, the usual format. But make sure to register at the arena link and then sign up for the event so we know you're available. Because yeah, we'll be needing, I think, 7 players for that. Although a few have already signed up, so that's good. But yeah, the sooner you sign up, the better. More likely we are to choose you. Am I doing your game reviews at some point? Yeah, I really wanted to, Soren. I'm not sure when I'll be able to have time for that, but I do want to get back to that very soon. That's it's a big part of the dojo and other dojos to like review games. I feel like it's such an important thing. So yeah, we'll definitely be doing that sometime soon. Yeah, looks like big event going on right now. St. Louis Rapid and Blitz. So let's raid someone. Here we'll raid Kasparov chess. So you guys can watch the live stream.